I'm gonna be talking about the story of my love life. It's interesting. I hope I don't bore you guys. But yes, mysteriously a Cinderella. No, I'm not. Those are just childhood stories. But yeah, I'll call my story a princess story, and the king and the prince, or queen, whatever they call it. But yeah, I think I got my prince. I would call him king now since we are getting married. By then he was a prince, but he's a king now.
Which is me. I came to Canada and in 2018, and I was studying at the Nova Scotia Community College.
And he just came up to me and asked my number. I was like, why not? So by the time I got home, he sent me a message, and from there we started talking as friends.
We got to talk and shared our differences, shared our beautiful cultures together. I'm from Nigeria, she's from Congo, DRC.
So what I remember about what he said first to me was like, please don't friend zone me. I don't need a friend, I need a partner.
All these things kind of just were so interesting to me and were something I wanted to keep for a long time, especially her, of course.
But during that time, I'll call myself I wasn't ready for anything like a relationship wise. So I asked him, can we be friends? He still didn't like it, but I think he was ready to wait.
I needed to be calm and make sure that I don't mess this up. So I asked her to be my girlfriend. We started dating. We started dating in June of 2020. We had a really wonderful time.
When my sister started dating Miracle, my sister even like Miracle could tell my sister to pray.
Hey, let's read the Bible. And as totally different girl from then, I wasn't reading the Bible. Yes, I was a Christian, but I wasn't more into church or praying every night, reading the Bible every night, waking up to devotions. So it made me feel uncomfortable, and I was like, why am I gonna date this guy? I still have to enjoy life. But yeah, I broke up with him and I told him, hey, I think sadly I won't continue with you in this relationship.
I was like, oh, what happened? And she was like, no, I don't want it anymore. I just want to be me. And yeah, like on my side, I felt so bad because Miracle is this guy, like, let's pray, let's go to church. That's the guy that I want. And when my sister said that they broke up, I was like, ah.
Because Dorika knew what she wanted and she stood her ground, right? And he did everything. He tried all his best and everything. He kept coming back to me over and over.
I was chosen this summer, and so my job really helped me to kind of just keep myself in control. I would take a really long walk to walk maybe like 1 hour, walking down, playing some heartbreaking songs and crying and all those kind of things. Those things those were really tough time in my life, you know. But as a guy man that I am, and as a Niger boy, I had to code. I say, you know what, all is well, all is well. But it wasn't well. Oh, I wanted my girl back. It wasn't well.
It didn't go well from his side, I think, but because I was the one breaking his heart, I was more comfortable. So I went out there, enjoyed my life, I would say, in courts. But I realized I was missing some part of me. I felt I needed this person who I had just known for just a month. I felt like I missed this guy. I missed this morning, good morning, baby, good morning, how have you slept, what have you eaten, have you read your Bible, have a blessed day. I missed all those texts which I wasn't getting. And I missed him personally. I missed his presence. I felt like I'm missing someone, some part of me. So I was there at work and I called him.
That was the best thing I could receive that day. I received that call, so excited.
He said, hello baby. He was happy. The expression on the phone was the expression whereby somebody's happy to receive your call, has been waiting for your call. And yeah, I told him I'm at work, but I would like to talk to you when I'm off work. So when I got home, I called him and I said, hey, I want to get back to you.
She felt, yes, okay, I am ready for this. And I understood that. I saw a girl who was able to reflect on whether or not she wanted us for real. I saw a girl that, okay, knew what she wanted. I wanted to be sure that she knew what she wanted.
And he was like, I told you I'll be waiting for you whenever you're ready. And I'm here. So from then, we've been dating till now.
We shared really long, lovely moments together. I was still a student. I didn't have a car. I was living with my buddies, sharing a space. She would come around. We'll cook together. We'll take long walks to there's a lake, really nice lake. The long lake. We'll take walks to the long lake. We'll hop on the bus, and we're just living our life like two young people, right? Loving ourselves, which was really good, and those were really really remarkable times in my life.
I've been seeing their life story growing because I've been their third wheel, like their third wheel. If they're going to a movie, I'm like, yeah, let's go, I'm in. If Dorika told me, me and Ebube, we are going for Long Lake, I could be like, let's go, I'm in. I'm in. It felt like now we are like in a relationship, three of us, but no, that's not the way it was. It was like my sister and that fiance, and so I've seen them growing like in a good relationship, a respectful relationship.
The cultural differences notwithstanding, I saw Miracle that he was trying to learn a lot of things about Dorika's culture, and I'm pretty sure Dorika did the same.
Having a guy who loves your family is really special. And I love his family too so much, even though they are too far. But I still have a connection, me and Mama, and I love it. And him also, me and him, we are family people, and also it's one of the things that made us connect.
The first time I met Miracle, he came into our house and he was really confident and he was so friendly and loving. Like when he was in the house, it felt like he's not like a new person coming into the house like a guest, but it felt like he's a kind of brother that he has been in the house growing with us. The way he respected my mom, it felt like, oh, my mom now has like a son, like a good son that he wants to have.
Whenever Dorika, brings maybe a particular dish from her tribe, from her locality, Miracle comes share it with us, for us to, try to have a sense of, belonging, in that aspect, which I greatly appreciate about her. And they really worked so very hard, to make sure that that differences in culture never stood as a barrier to their relationship.
He has been a supporting person to me. He pushed me. When we met, I told him my passion, what I wanted to be, pursuing my career into nursing. He kept on pushing me and encouraging me. Baby, you can do it. You can do it. I trust in you. You can make this. And having somebody who says such words to you is, what else can you ask for? When you need a crying shoulder, he's always there. Whenever I feel like everything is overwhelming, he's there to say, baby, it's okay. It will be fine. Everything is a phase. We'll get there.
All the things were things that just a little way to show that I proved that I love her and to support her. That was my only little way, but I didn't mean that. I didn't know it meant a lot, which is very appreciated.
And also another special thing, even though my dad is too far, whenever I'm on the call with my dad and he's there, he will make sure, let me say hi to Papa, and they will say hi to each other. And he has not left me out on his side. He has connected me to his family.
So I met Dorika December 2019 at a party. We hit it off. She was serving out the food and I had come with my children and I just had to go like at the front of the line, and she was cool with it, like for some reason. And she has a good heart, a very good heart, because in that I saw that she cares for people, whether strangers or not. And she has always been dear to me. I've known her for being a straight up person, and she is very dedicated. So I know she's going to be a great wife in that aspect.
and that was really nice. I mean, she kind of she ticked the box as to the person I wanted to be with, the person I wanted to take for a life partner, which was really nice to me, right? It was passionate. I was passionate about her, passionate about everything about us.
And Miracle, I'll tell you the truth that he really worked a lot to win Dorika to himself.
And one thing I knew for sure was that I wanted to get married to her. I didn't know when, but I knew I wanted to get married to her.
After like 1 year, Miracle was in the church and then after the church service, Miracle was talking with his friend. I saw him talking with his friend Levi, but I didn't know what was going on.
I met my friends, my comrades, Levi and Joe Boy, and I was like, I want to propose to Dorika. Levi had a very smart idea he gave to me. He was like, you know what, Dorika is going to buy her engagement ring. And I was like, how is that going to happen? So he called Levi, he called Dorika, Levi called Dorika and mentioned that he was proposing to Nkechi, which is his wife now. And he wanted to make it a surprise, and he was just wondering if he could help her buy the ring because he didn't have an idea of what she wanted. So we went to the jewelry store, and Dorika picked her engagement ring. I hope she chose the best ring. She chose her engagement ring.
She came back home and she was really like, yeah, I've selected a ring for Levi's girlfriend. And then after like few hours, Ebube called her and he was like, oh, I've invited you all to Atlantic Hotel because I want to celebrate what God has been doing in my life. And I was like, okay, yeah. And I was telling my sister, like, dress up good, do your makeup. So we went to Atlantic Hotel. We were sitting and I was sitting on the same table with Angela. And then me with Angela, we started talking like, oh, Ebube is gonna propose. Because like, Ebube was putting on a suit. He doesn't always put on suits, and all of his friends were all putting on suits, and we're like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, everybody was putting on a suit. Then Levi came with the flowers. We were there still talking with Angela, and then we saw Ebube on the knees, and he was proposing.
And I popped the question. I asked her if she could marry me, and you know what? You know the answer? She said yes. I mean, I was really praying that she said yes, but she did, right? And that has been so emotional, and it's just something I feel like I'm really lucky. I'm lucky to have her. I'm lucky to be spending the rest of my life with her, and I cannot be more grateful. Yes, we have a lot of memories, and we're about just getting married, and I'm looking forward to a happily ever after. I'm looking forward to a wonderful time with her, looking forward to being the father of our children. I'm looking forward to being a good husband who will love and cherish her. And yeah, this is how far we've come, and we are much more grateful to God. Yeah.